great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the USC Trojans and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here come the Mustangs. SMU making noise last year, going 9-4. Brett Lashley continues to be one of the most dynamic play callers and coaches in college sports. His terrific quarterback returns, and the Ponies look to ride again in college football in 2026. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Mustangs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So USC's offense will have the football first. And now we get a look at Jaden Mayava. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are two really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they can go and where they can get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the triggermen, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put...
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football, two different guys, two different catches, two explosive plays.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Wants to keep it in the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So the SMU Mustangs offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his back.
Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Running inside, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Mayav at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to tote it.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quick completion to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Shakes a man and he might got enough space. Touchdown USC. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Makes a grab and room to run. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Makes a catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll heave it deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Oh, the sweet feet.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that one.
Turning it on! Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
difficult these defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Jennings. Right on the money. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jordan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Mayava. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Inside the 25. All by himself down the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Trojans! The extra point here would tie the game. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Some misdirection with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Singleton.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Snags it over the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Slings it downfield. Complete on the left to Williams. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowman. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And it's a sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. And I think he was about a step or so from breaking that one. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaches.
Here's a little room there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got it down the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooper. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And now this offense will take the field again. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right?
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Got his man. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score USC 28, SMU 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Throwing right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Complete on the left to Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Looking for room, it's Jordan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because
nowhere to go and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, SMU! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He's got it for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Had to get rid of it quickly.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. To the air, it's Mayava. Finds his man. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jordan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. To the air, it's Jennings. Shoots it to the left. Open on the left side, it's Smith.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They just keep firing. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back, and he'll be brought down. Timeout called by the defense, 2:09 remaining on the clock.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bowman. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.